Hey Cassie, hey Joel, Ben here. Just thought I'd throw together a little video log of my speech because I didn't really get a chance to get up on the podium in front of everybody and say it because there's so much going on and things were happening so fast out there, and we chose to skip the speeches because there was other things going on. So here I am doing a little video recording for you guys of what I had prepared. I'm not the best speaker, just the best man. So we'll see how this goes. I didn't really know where to start writing a speech, so I thought I would just search through the internet and use some of those new AI things and see what 2026 has to offer in regards to making a speech. Turns out it's pretty easy to get material for this. So after a few hours, I found some good stuff and I put it all together and I started practicing it, and it just didn't feel good enough for me, so I wanted to write my own instead of some robot. And I also heard that you guys were putting out a prize for the longest speech, so I'm going to go for about 35 minutes here if you don't mind. Get comfortable. Just kidding. I'm going to try and keep it a bit short. Here we go. Honesty, loyalty, scruffy, sincere, unhonest. A great man, but a little rough around the edges. But that's enough about me. I'm here to give a speech about Joel. I'm proud to say that I've known the groom here, Mr. Joel, for about 25 years. For those that don't know me, my name is Ben. Joel and I go way back to our early teens where we grew up in Barrens just over the road here. Joel and I have always been best buds. Back when we were kids, we had walkie-talkies we could use before cell phones. We used to page each other all the time, and we only lived across the street from each other, so the walkie-talkies sounded like a good idea, and it was. We were always checking in on each other. We always asked, what's for dinner? What's going on? What video games you playing? What are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing now? What music do you have? Those kind of questions were all the time, every day. And that's how we used to roll. Just we were inseparable. We just needed to hang out and do things. If there wasn't something we knew, we wanted to find out. So we put our efforts out there. We used to take the bus to Nobleford every day to go to school and study, do homework together, and yeah, we skipped a few classes together even. Robbie, remember that? We always found a way to learn something new, even if it wasn't at school. We'd go hang out with the elders. We'd learn how to do construction and operate machines and just develop some good life skills. We used to build forts. Remember, we built forts all over the place: tree forts, bush forts, underground forts, sheds, cars, whatever we could find. We made a little fort out of it. Uh, Somewhere we could play some Game Boy or listen to some music, or park our bikes to work on it even. Remember, we used to have to work in the winter on some stuff, so we used to have little forts we'd go to. Uh, it was a good old time. We finished up high school and moved into a crummy little apartment in the city to hunt for work. We used to apply to the same jobs and go to interviews and start at the same time. It was good. Hanging out with your best buddy at work. Why not? We thought it was a good idea. We were always able to hang out and do what we got to do. But we grew up fast. We knew so much, and there was nothing that could stop us. We just wanted to do everything. Growing up in a small town was something we were proud of. We always used to brag, hey, you city kids, we grew up in a small town. We know how to drive stick, and we go mud bogging and stuff, and bet you don't know how to tie a fishing knot, do ya? We used to brag to those city kids, remember? And here we are. Enthusiasts, fishermen, campers, bikers. We can do it all. Joel was always a go-getter. I was a go-getter. If there was something we didn't know, we wanted to find out within reason. So we figured out our boundaries, and really we needed a little bit more schooling before we could build them rockets and spaceships and get out of here, right? Maybe in 2040 we'll have a spaceship. Fast forward to today, we look back at all the hard work and the hard times and the things that we went through, and still here to say you're my best friend. I'm happy for you guys. This is a day for you guys. You and Kassi. Kassi, you are a blessing. Thank you so much for being there for my pal Joel and keeping him in line. It's really truly amazing. Joel, I'm honored to be here on your special day and honored that we're still really good friends. So let's raise our glass to Joel and his wonderful bride, Kassi. Cheers. To a happy marriage.